Yo, what's up you guys? This week we're talking about building your portrait portfolio on Instagram and a trick that I use to really help engagement, because that's kind of like the big thing right now is getting more than just a single image on your Instagram post. So I'm going to show you how I build my carousels for Instagram to really boost my performance when it comes to a post. So if that interests you, stick around and we'll talk about it. So like I said in the intro, there is no better way right now than to create a carousel in order to get more engagement, because in 2022 on Instagram, interaction is key, especially when you're going out and making those big posts. So you want people to see all kinds of content that you're making, not just single images anymore. And inevitably, you're just kind of feeding the beast with this one, because it's just another way to give the photo sharing app that we love to hate more of what it wants to see. So how do we go about doing that? Well, the secret here is that really there is no secret. The fact is that we just need to be making more engaging posts on Instagram, and with portraits it's hard to stand out, so one way to do that is to build a better carousel. So the first thing I do is I usually pick 2 or 3 original photos from my shoot. Now if I do them in sets, I might do 1 or 2 different sets, but originally what I'm first trying to do is collect 2 or 3 original photos that are going to go into a single post. So this means when I go to actually take my photos, and we might have 2 or 3 different photo sets out of an entire shoot, I will take original photos, 2 or 3 of them, from one set and then post them together. But usually what I like to do when I do this is create something that they feel sort of alike for whatever reason. Maybe that's contrast, maybe that's color, maybe that's proper exposure, maybe that's because the model's pose fits really well, maybe that's the scenery. Whatever the likeness of those images are that I selected, I usually choose 2 or 3 and put them together because of that. Now of course that's the artsy side of it, but realistically all you're doing here is creating 2 or 3 images in your post that really keep your viewer engaged throughout the entire post and keep it from feeling repetitive. The more photos you put into it that are different for whatever reason, even if there's slight differences, it keeps your interest in your audience. It keeps them engaged. That's the point. Now the second thing that I do when it comes to making a better carousel is trying to implement the way that those photos go together in a way that feels really intriguing and keeps you throughout the entire post. So one thing that I like to do is break apart some of the original photos. I use the Slice Select tool for this to create a seamless transition between 2 photos. Let me show you what that means. So in order to do this, it's very simple. All you have to realistically do is first crop your image once it's in Photoshop. I usually do a tighter crop than the original image because it's going to give you that zoom effect and really let that person seamlessly slide between the photos. From there, you just select the Slice Select tool in the top left-hand corner of the image. All you're going to do is right click and then do your divisions. I usually do 2 for this. You could do as many as you want to. Like I said, I do 2 because it lets you go back and forth seamlessly, which is really nice. It doesn't cut the image like weirdly, and you don't have a jagged edge where their faces mismatch or anything like that. The seamless part really helps the engagement because you're going back and forth on the post. It's really helpful. I like it for that aspect. Other than that, all you have to do is then do save or export save for web legacy. It's kind of like cheating the system. It's really helpful. I highly recommend this Slice Select tool in Photoshop for this. Which leads us to the third thing which I like to add to my carousels now, which is a little bit of behind the scenes content, a little bit of video content in order to really help that engagement process. Now the reason why I do this is because this is a piece of content that's going to add a little bit more engagement to my post as it is. Now, honestly, Instagram's already said that they want more video content for their platform, so it's only going to help you in their algorithm, like at the base level anyway. Now, of course, you don't have to throw in any video if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. It is your carousel. But for me, what I like doing is I like to implement just a little bit of behind the scenes. So footage just like this is captured on just a little device called a GoPro. I know you know this one, but it's really awesome because for me, the GoPro allows me to either do vertical or horizontal in order to capture a lot of footage. Either I can stick it on the camera vertically and capture things for TikTok or Reels, or I can do it horizontal and actually capture something that's going to be used for a YouTube video. However, if you don't like the idea of throwing in like POV footage inside your photo carousels, something you can also do is the slider, which is this guy right here. Super helpful, super easy. It actually comes from a screen recording of an app, which is linked down below. Go check that one out if you like that too. Anyway, let's get back to the video. it just keeps them engaged, realistically. That's just how I feel about it. That could just be me, but you'll have to let me know in the comments. So those are my 3 big tips as far as making a better carousel to get a little bit more engagement with your portrait work on your portfolios for Instagram in 2022. So I hope this will help you out, and I hope you will go down below and let me know once you've used these tips, whether you use 1, 2, or all 3 of them. Let me know how it went for your post down below. Let me know all the different things. Did you use all 3? Did you use 2 of them? Did your post do really well? Did it do about average? Did it do worse? Let me know. I'd love to know all of those different things, all the different stats. Post them in your comment below. And while you're there, hopefully you will check out my links for Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Go hit me up down there. Let me know how it's going. I would love to hear all of your feedback. But for now, I'm going to hit you with my typical peace out, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one.